unexpectedly early start. Brenda Grisham came on my show. That's her. And if you remember the recall of Alameda County District Attorney Pamela Price, Brenda Grisham led that charge successfully. And now she's setting her sights on Mayor of Oakland. She came on my program to talk really about Oakland, but when she realized that she was already listed as running, she was only too happy to talk about it with me. Here is some of what she said.
You know, there was a they were trying to put a homeless shelter down in Chinatown at the hotel. I don't know if you heard of that. It's real new.
I remember. Yeah, I remember that. Charlene Wang got involved in that.
Yes. So my views are: why are we using revenue generating businesses when we got empty buildings over here? Mm-hmm. That's a very nice hotel. Mm-hmm. When the city could use it, we have all kinds of people, all kinds of organizations that have conferences and things of that nature. There's some money right there.
Yeah. And I'm glad she made that decision, because I remember, I don't want to put too much, I'll just parse this a certain way. There was a certain conversation that she was one of my clients, but they wanted to weigh in on the Jacqueline Square hotel situation. Mm-hmm. And I said, I don't think the Jacqueline Square Hotel is a good place for a homeless shelter.
Was it?
Its highest and best use, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we had a nice little argument about it. So I'm now that I see the decision she's made, apparently others who think like we do have gotten, mm-hmm. to her, and she's listened and realized that we need we can't take away, just as you said, we can't take away our revenue producing areas for non-revenue producing area,
right? Yeah,
which should be someplace else. That's just logical. It hurts us in ways. If we want to use redevelopment, then we don't get the proper tax increment financing boost because we have a homeless shelter where right. a major hotel once stood. In the middle of other, uses that are still at their highest and best use. It's kind of like, what?
Right? Chinatown is bustling. It doesn't matter. When you go down Chinatown, it's people everywhere. They buying their fruit, they buying their vegetables, they buying their seafood. So, high traffic areas like that, you got to be real wise what you're doing. And it's not the best place for them where they can get the best services either, because it's too congested,
But that kind of develops some security for them, doesn't it? Though.
Yes.
Congestion, but we don't have it in other areas of downtown like we used to, do we?
We don't have what?
We don't have a lot of congested areas downtown.
No, we don't, and we need to come back to that. There's too many empty buildings.
There's some people who are saying. So you get an idea of some of our conversation, which occurred really right at the 39-minute mark in the entire video, and then Pastor Robinson came in the middle of that too. I'm going to break out the part where she and I talked about, her decision to run for mayor and police, and her concerns about there not being enough police and that we need 700 officers. But we also need business development. It's not just to make the area safe. Of course, that's part of it. But you need to attract businesses and have a package of incentives to get the businesses to come to your city. That's something that we haven't talked about in quite some time. So I think this opens up a fantastic debate regarding the future of Oakland, and I'm delighted that this isn't her official news that she's running. She's going to do that on her son's birthday, but it just so happened that I got her to come on this program and said, "Hey, you're running for mayor." And she said, "How did you find out?" And I showed her the public next file and Nick's file, and she goes, "Oh, okay." She didn't know that was there, so she was gracious enough, rather than bowing out of the conversation, to continue and talk about uh, her run for mayor. She's got some challengers too joining her. Let's take a look at who's who for a moment here. This is the list. We've got Latanya Brown, Brenda Grisham, Tyrone Jordan. If you may remember, he at one point ran for District 3 and then also at large. Mayor Lee is running for re-election. Mindy Penachuk is giving another swing at it, and Andrea Smith is throwing her hat in the ring. Now, get the date. This is July 18th of 2025, okay? This is July 18th of 2025. We already have 6 mayoral candidates for 2026. It's going to be double that, my prediction, by the end of the year, and maybe triple. It's going to be interesting. What will Barbara Lee do? If Barbara Lee wants to hold on to her seat, she needs to make bold moves now. Not act like she's got it. She needs to make bold moves now. Oakland needs bold moves. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube. Bookmark Oakland News Online and ZennyReport.com. Thank you.